Hello, this is NJ Hilliard coming at you, and I'm going to give you some instructions about how to get your SteamOS working on the new Linux 16.04, depending on which video card graphics uh, driver and video card that you have. Okay, let's start out. So I need a terminal window, which is here, and go ahead and quit Steam and get out of this window, close the terminal, add another one here. Okay, so here's the thing that you're going to use to add Steam. It's actually very easy to use it from a command or install it from a command line interface over getting it through Ubuntu itself. At least that's what I have found. And this is how you do it. So you go to the terminal and you add this first keyring adder, and this will add this keyring along with the command below. After you add the keyring with these, and I'll have these commands listed on below on the stream where you can find them. Then you add this steam powered steam precise steam here, and it will go and actually add to your software and updates, other software. If you'll look, you should have, at least I should have, yes, Steam, Precise Steam. So that added this PPA keyring onto the other software tab, which every time I go and do the command update or sudo apt update here, it will basically update Steam, or at least this to see if there's any new Steam updates, not major ones. They usually update the Steam from within the software itself, but a major update where they would change around video drivers and things like that would be done with the keyring for Linux. And hopefully that hadn't happened yet, but if it does, then you'd be ready there. So the next thing you want to do is, if you have an ATI or AMD Radeon graphics card, you're going to probably run into some errors. And this was, I just got this off of Google, but this is a common, probably the most common error of why your Steam will not run. Well, first of all, you probably will have a Steam icon here, and you'll click that and it won't do anything. It'll just stay there kind of trying to light up. And so what you'll have to do is you'll have to do an xkill statement. So you just go, and this is just an extra for this tutorial, hit xkill, and then you click on whatever you want to kill. So I'm not going to kill anything, I'm just going to exit the terminal, and then I'll get it back here, Control Alternate T, new terminal. So you'd have to kill your Steam off and say what's wrong. Well, the reason why it doesn't run is because the SteamOS, and with a Radeon, at least the graphics card that I had, which is a relatively newer one, was basically built for 32-bit and not for 64-bit. Although it said it would run 64-bit, it wouldn't run Steam. So the solution is to type in these 4 lines, which I will have below the video. And this can be found on, you go to Google Chrome, depends on what you search, Firefox or Google Chrome, but Google Chrome usually, if you type in this bad value integer out of range, it will show you basically this solution online. I think it's on GitHub. Okay, so that will fix it. And then if you have Nvidia type video cards, what you want to do is you want to, first thing, I have for example Nvidia GTX 960, which is basically on a new Zotac computer I have. And you want to add the repository. This is the easiest way to do it that I've found. You go to the actual Ubuntu repository under Edgers, and you update your Xorg, which is done here. You don't need the git. You just do this. Again, you don't need the git. With the new Ubuntu 16.04, with the previous versions, you do have to add the git. Then you add your NVIDIA graphics drivers PPA, and I think this is a repository really for all graphics drivers, but it's really helpful. And then the next command, which is really the coolest one that I found, is the Ubuntu drivers auto install, and this figures out exactly what NVIDIA card you have and installs the most current driver that's not beta. And if you do it another way, like with doing the proprietary graphics, I think it's let's see here, you go to details, maybe this is it. No, let's see, is it under displays or is it under drivers? Can't remember how you get to it. Maybe it's under displays. Anyway, there'll be a way. Let me see if it's under this one. Yeah, here it is, additional drivers. So what you would do is you would search for these drivers. Here I have the Nvidia 367.18 driver, whatever, I have no idea. Okay, this is just the version that it's at, and then it will install this automatically for you. So if I wanted to go back to the Novu standard Xorg server driver, I would do that, but it's not going to start Steam with that. So you really do have to use, this is the most stable one, I think 364 or one of these, but it won't work with, at least in my experience, with Steam. So you install that, you reboot, and again you go and you type Steam, or not install Steam, you go and you type Steam, and it should work. The last thing I want to cover is if you've switched from an AMD ATI Radeon card to an Nvidia card, there's no worries. You can change your 32-bit drivers back to the native 64-bit by these two commands. Again, I'll have that below, and that will fix your problems. And again, happy steaming, and ultimately